Air traffic services. Objectives of air traffic services. The objectives of air traffic services shall be to prevent collisions between aircraft, prevent collisions between aircraft on the maneuvering area and the obstructions on that area,
Yeah.
expedite and maintain the orderly flow of air traffic, and provide advice and information useful for the safe and efficient conduct of flights, notify appropriate organizations regarding aircraft in need of search and rescue aids, and assist such organizations as required.
So the objectives of air traffic services. Air traffic services means who provides? Air traffic controller. Now, what is the job of this air traffic controller? First is to provide collisions between aircraft. They don't want two aircrafts to collide. Every day, if you hear two aircrafts are colliding, then will you fly?
No.
Passengers won't come, right?
Yeah.
And one aircraft costs 300, 500 crores, 600 crores rupees. Not cheap, expensive, right? So,
Yep.
to prevent that. Then, to prevent collisions between aircraft on the maneuvering area. That is your runway, taxiways, apron, etc. There also, to prevent collisions between aircraft, the ATC will provide you services. They will give you instructions and you follow their instruction. To expedite and maintain an orderly flow of traffic. Let's say I have one runway, multiple aircraft coming in for landing. One from here, one from here. This guy says I'll go land like this. Okay. Now, who will land first? Who will land second? Okay, who will depart after who's landing? Somebody has to be taken responsibility, no? Air
Yes, sir.
traffic controller. Okay. Next, provide advice and information useful for safe and efficient conduct of flight. Like, let's say we are climbing. Okay, I'm climbing to level 350. Okay, there is already an aircraft which flew at 350 15 minutes back, and there was quite, it was very turbulent. So he went back to level 330, flight level 330, descended. Now, if I'm asked for 350, the ATC will tell me, what on this route previous aircraft has reported turbulence, heavy turbulence. So I might take level 330 or level 310, something like that. That information is useful for me. Yes.
Yep.
It provides
sir.
safety. It provides efficiency for the flight also. Correct. Otherwise, while climbing, you burn more fuel. If you climb and after reaching 350, it is turbulent, you don't want to maintain and you will descend to 330 or 310. That means you have burned fuel for the climbing, no? Isn't it?
Yep.
Next, notify appropriate organization regarding aircraft in need of search and rescue aid and assist such organizations as required. Let's say your aircraft crashes. Who will come to know first?
ATCs.
ATC, because he's the only person you are talking in air, no? Okay, something happens to you. He's the first person who is going to know this aircraft is lost. So he will inform the search and rescue organizations, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guards. Okay, all of these peoples will be informed by them in that respective areas, and search and rescue operations will be carried out. Okay, so write down objectives of air traffic services. Get it memorized? Write it down. Objective of air traffic services. Right now, prevent collision between aircraft. Then prevent collision between aircraft on maneuvering area. Expedite and maintain orderly flow of traffic. What do you mean by expedite? What is the meaning of expedite, guys? Who knows the meaning of expedite?
An orderly flow
Sorry?
to make it possible, like the orderly flow.
Expedite means making it faster. Okay?
Yeah.
Make it faster. Make the movement of traffic faster. That is the meaning of expedite. Expedite means faster. Okay?
Yep.
Provide advice, information useful for safe and efficient conduct of flight. Then notify organization for aircraft in need of search and rescue aid. Questions will come in DGCA. Air traffic services provide. Any of one of the options can be right, and other two options will be something different. It's like air traffic control. It's like the police road traffic control. If there are no traffic signal lights, what will happen? Everybody will come to an intersection, will be blocking each other, and nobody is moving, right?
Yep.
Can drivers coordinate with each other? No, they won't. Everybody will try to jump each other, and finally, the entire traffic is stuck. That's why there is traffic police, right? The same thing has been done by the air traffic services over here. There are divisions inside the air traffic services. Okay, air traffic services shall comprise of three services which are identified as follows: area control service, approach control service, and aerodrome control service. Okay, three categories are divided. So how shall we do it? Right. Draw this, please. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Naren.
Yeah. Let's come to India. Okay, we'll take Mumbai as example.
Okay.
Okay. Now, can you see these yellow symbols of aircrafts flying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of you can see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to click on this aircraft. Can you see an aircraft highlighted?
No.
This red aircraft.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this aircraft is coming from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. So Mumbai airport is here. This is Mumbai airport.
Yep.
Okay. Here. Okay. Now this is like this. Okay. Let's take an example of not this one. I want to show you some aircraft which is going en route. Today all aircraft are coming into Mumbai. Not even a single aircraft going somewhere else here. Okay. Okay. Let's take this aircraft. This aircraft, can you see? It's going from Dubai to Singapore. It's a FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is this aircraft landing in Mumbai?
No.
No, it is going to Singapore, correct?
Yep.
But it is closer to Mumbai airport.
Mhm.
So somebody from Mumbai Air Traffic Control Service, traffic services will be providing guidance to it, telling
Yes.
what altitude to maintain and what level to maintain.
Mhm.
At this moment, it is maintaining a altitude of 37,000 feet. Okay, can you see on the left side? Can you
Yes.
see here?
Mhm.
Yes,
37,000. Okay. So now tell me, this aircraft is going to Singapore, and can you see there are so many aircraft? Okay, this is landing into Bombay. This aircraft. This is Vistara, Kolkata to Bombay. This guy, Colombo to Mumbai. Sri Lankan Airlines is landing into Bombay, and this airline Jaipur to Mumbai. This is Air India flight, and there is one aircraft which is departing from Mumbai to Vadodara. This aircraft is coming from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. So many aircraft are coming and landing into Mumbai. Do you think one controller can control everybody?
No.
no, sir.
It will be very difficult. No? Yes or no?
Yes, Naren.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. They divided the air traffic control service into three categories. One is area control service. Okay, that means what? In this entire area of Mumbai region, whichever aircraft is flying will be controlled by this area control. Okay, if that aircraft is not landing in Mumbai, okay, what is going to happen? It will always remain under this guy. He will tell him what altitude to fly, he will fly, and he will go away from Mumbai. Okay. Let's say there is an aircraft, let's say from Ahmedabad, it is coming to Mumbai, Bombay. Okay. Initially, he will be under area control. Okay. Once he is going for landing, at that time from area control, he will enter the approach control services. What is the job of this approach control services? Okay. Let's see. The job of this approach control services is, can you see this aircraft lining here? Can you see this aircraft Cathay Pacific Cargo? Okay, from Hong Kong to Bombay. Okay, it is at an altitude of passing at 3,500 feet now. Behind that, can you see one more aircraft? Can you see this red one? This is a Vistara flight. Behind that, there is another aircraft, and here there is another aircraft. So, what are these aircraft doing? Behind one after the other, it is going to land at this airport. Can you see this airport?
Yes,
Can you see
Arvind.
the airport region?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So the approach control will do what? It will sequence one aircraft after the other. Like for example, this aircraft you see, it has come from here. This aircraft has come from here. Okay, this is coming from this place. This aircraft is coming. Now look at this red aircraft. Where is it coming from? It is coming from Colombo to Bombay. It has come from here to the left and then went like this and then this. Who did it? The approach control. Why? Because he has to put everybody in line. Not everybody can land at the same time, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this planning of aircraft to land is done by the approach control service. Okay. Now this approach control service guy also has a lot of jobs. He has to see so many aircraft. See, this aircraft is also coming here. Now he has to make sure that he goes somewhere. He has to win. And they see there is one more aircraft, but this is going to Jaipur, and this is another aircraft Mumbai to Jaipur. Now he's been sequenced. Behind him, this is Delhi Bombay. He's been sequenced. Okay, so all this job is done by the approach control. Not only for the landing part. This aircraft, can you see? It is Bombay. It is departed to some place where destination is not declared. Okay, this aircraft departed Mumbai to Delhi. This also is controlled by the approach control services. Okay. Now, the main part, the landing and takeoff part, is done by the aerodrome control service. So, approach control service will control the aircraft if it is coming in for landing. Okay. Up to certain altitude around 2,000 feet, the approach control service guy will control. After that, he will change over to the tower. The tower controls comes under the aerodrome control service. This guy, tower, takes care of takeoff and landings. All operations related to runway, takeoff, landing, anybody who is entering the runway will be controlled by this tower guy. Okay, understood?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the job of tower? To take care of takeoff and landing and active runway movement. What is the job of approach control? To sequence the aircraft for landing and to sequence the aircraft which are departing out of Mumbai.
Mhm.
Okay. What is the job of area control? Whichever aircraft is coming into Mumbai region, he will control it. Let's say there is an aircraft coming into Mumbai region. From Delhi, he is coming. Initially, whom will be in touch? First, he will contact area control service. Area control service will give him descent. Once he below a certain altitude, let's say 27,000, 30,000 feet, he will go to approach control service. From approach control, then he will go to aerodrome control service. Understood how the sequence of action is being done?
Yes.
All of you understood? Anybody have a question on this?
No, sir.
No, sir. 100%? All of you understood? Please
Yes, sir.
ask. Please feel free to ask.
Yep.
So now
after
let's read.
after
Ask.
taxiing, they'll change to different radio on.
There is another frequency. So after taxiing, there is another frequency. From tower, you change over to a ground frequency.
Okay.
So from tower, once you have vacated the runway, he will change over to ground frequency, and then the ground movement is controlled by that. So he also comes under the aerodrome control service. Both of them control under aerodrome control service.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smaller airports like Indore, Bhopal, and Go, there is no ground controller. The tower itself is taking care of takeoff landing. He also takes care of the approach part also. Some airport will have a separate control for approach control. Otherwise, some airport will have both combined. Why? Because the number of aircraft coming into that airport is less. No?
Mhm.
Why bigger airport needs this? Because the amount of traffic is high. Smaller airport, the traffic is less. So one guy can do all the job by himself. So there is no a separate approach control. The tower itself takes care of everything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Some airport will have approach control service. Like for example, if you go to Cochin, there is approach control service. There is an area control service. Okay. You go to Hirasar, that is Rajkot in Gujarat. Okay. They don't have approach control service. It is just tower. Understood?
Mhm.
Now let's see. So area control service. What is area control service talking about? Area control service, the provision of air traffic control service for control flights except for those parts of such flights described in approach and aerodrome control service below in order to accomplish objective A and C of air traffic services. What is the objective? What are the objectives they are talking about? A and C means which objective they are talking about here? A,
Collision
prevent collision between aircraft, and C, expedite and maintain orderly flow of traffic. This is the main objective of area control service. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Approach control service. The provision of air traffic control service for those parts of control flights associated with arrival and departure to accomplish objective A and C. What is objective A and C? Again, prevent collision between aircraft and expedite and maintain an orderly flow of traffic. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's come to aerodrome control service. Provision of air traffic control service for aerodrome traffic, except for those parts of flights described in approach control service, in order to accomplish objectives A, B, and C of air traffic control service above. So, A, prevent and collision between aircraft. B, prevent collision between aircraft on the maneuvering area. This was not there for area control service and approach control service. Why? Because maneuvering area comes under whom? Aerodrome control service. That is the tower. What is maneuvering area?
The taxiing area, apron, and yeah, only these two.
Yes, taxiing, apron, and then
Run.
what is movement area? What is the difference between movement area and maneuvering area?
In movement area, all the runway, taxiing area, and apron will cover.
Are you sure? Take out your notes and check.
Yeah.
All of you take out the notes. Last lecture we did what was difference between maneuvering area and movement area. No? Now, what all it comes? Now tell me, read and tell me.
A part of for maneuvering area, part of aerodrome to be used for takeoff, landing, and taxiing aircraft except apron.
And taxiing aircraft except apron. Okay, apron is not there. That is maneuvering area. And what is movement area?
Part of aerodrome to be used for the takeoff, landing, and taxiing aircraft consists of maneuvering and aprons.
And
Aprons.
aprons. So
Yeah.
movement area is including both. Maneuvering area is only takeoff, landing, and taxi. Understood?
Yes.
It comes as a question in DGC, so please remember this.
Yes.
Okay. So objective A, C, and B. B is the extra one. Understood?
Mhm.
Okay. So now let's write down. How have you marked the numbers for objectives of air traffic control service? A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, whatever you marked. How did you mark?
ABC.
A, B, C, no? All of you marked A, B, C?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So objective is to provide A and C. Here also A and C. Here it is A and B. A, B, and C. I'm not making you write again just for ease of convenience. So which objective you know, right?
Yeah.
Here the extra one is the maneuvering area. Clear?
Yeah.
Anybody having a doubt?
No,
No,
Naren.
no, sir.
Sure, understood this? Very, very important topic. Huh? Yes, sir. Shall I move forward?
Yeah.